Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back here at the Lost Cause Ranch, and right there, that guy, that black Discovery, is probably the most exciting purchase we have made, at least in the last little bit. That tops even that 6-speed manual V8 Vantage Aston Martin. Yes, Discovery tops the Aston Martin. Also, hang on until the end of the video here, after we go through this little gem of a Discovery 1, for a little $50 cash challenge. And we'll make this worldwide. I will give $50 to someone who can find us something related to this guy. So hang on until the end of this video, and I will get into that on how you can make yourself $50. One lucky person out there, $50 cash. Maybe two $20 bills and a $10 bill, maybe one $50 bill, maybe cut a $100 bill in half. But we'll get you something. But would you just look at this guy? This right here is what I would consider the holy grail of Discoveries, especially the Discovery 1, Discovery 2 era. This, in my opinion, is the one to have. So what makes this one so special? Well, this guy is a 99 Discovery 1. So last year of the Discovery. And it is a SD model. And it has no sunroofs. Also, a 5-passenger, so no rear jump seats. That's what I'd prefer. But your mileage may vary. Speaking of mileage, what's the mileage on this guy? This is what I would say was the lowest mile Discovery on the market. I'm talking Discovery 1, Discovery 2. We aren't talking about LR3, Discovery 3, anything like that. Original Discoveries. Discovery 1, Discovery 2, lowest mile one. How low, you say? Well, let's look. Right in there. Let me see if I can get closer. Closer? Can you read it? Can you read it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is 28,000 original miles. That is verified by the Carfax. 2 owners prior to us. Even better about this thing is we found this guy literally like an hour and 20 minutes away from us. So kind of like the luck of that red Range Rover Classic, if you remember that one. This guy was in our backyard. Not really in our backyard. We didn't have to fly halfway across the country. We bought it off a great gentleman. Super nice enthusiast. Plenty of other cars. Nice stuff. Nice Land Rovers as well. And he was a good caretaker of this. And I'm super excited that he was. And I'm super excited that we get to be part of this car's history and part of its story. I imagine this one will stay a nice Discovery for quite some time. So, what makes this the best Land Rover in my opinion? This is the Discovery 1. Which, Discovery 1, if you're not familiar with, versus the Discovery 2, was made from like 96 to 99. Discovery 2 was 99 to 2004. Discovery 1, quite a bit shorter on the overhangs, front and rear. Discovery 2 would like end in this area. Quite a bit longer. I prefer the looks of a Discovery 1. A little shorter. Taillights are down low. Discovery 2 is up here. And in the US at least, I'm not sure about the rest of the world, I think it's a little different, but in the US, all of the Discovery 1s came with the center lock differential and linkage installed. Right there. So front and rear wheels spin the same, which is super nice. In the US, only the 2004s came with the center differential and linkage installed. 9902 had the center differential in there, but no linkage, so you had to install your own linkage. Why would you do that? I don't know. We always get shafted in America on the market. But here nor there. Another neat thing. Another thing I like about Discovery 1s. They got the flush mount door handles, not the pole ones. flush mount. Kind of a neat nod to the Range Rover Classic, same door handles. And then this guy is pretty sharp looking. This guy has a full set of 5, including the spare, aftermarket Con alloys. These guys may not be super rare across the pond over in the UK, but in the US, these are hard to get a hold of. And this has a little bit bigger tire, a 265/60/18, and gives it the look that Land Rover should have. This is about perfect. And this is really neat in the black on black. So I don't know, can you tell that I'm excited over this thing? A 28,000 mile Land Rover Discovery. 99, this thing is 22 years old. That's like a little over 1,000 miles a year. I just can't believe it. And not only that, this thing was babied for every mile of that. Look at this thing inside. It is a tan interior, and it is a tan interior that is in nearly new condition. Look at these seats. Look at that steering wheel. This thing is cherry. Everything is perfect. It's got a tiny bit of headliner sag, and we will get that remedied. But beyond that, only flaw. Rear view mirror has lost its juice. But look at this. Just freaking perfect. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I don't even know if anyone sat in these. I'm sure someone has, but it just doesn't look like it. In addition, so there's the factory spare cover. We got some wheel locks. Let's open this guy up. Oh, with the gloves, wheel locks there. Key in there. Set that aside. Factory spare rear cover. And in addition, being this thing is low mileage and someone in the future may want to keep it original, we also have the factory alloys back at the shop with some nice tires. Look at how cool these seat belts are. A little checkered pattern. Very stylish. Stylish safety. Safety style. Yeah. So now, what are we going to do with this guy? Should we go down there and run it into the woods and see how this one does? See if this can climb the hill? We'd have to get a better driver than me, because obviously if you saw the Land Rover LR3 video, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, should we try and take it and test its off-road capability? Maybe we'll go down there and dive it through the ditch like we did in that LR3. Nah, I'm just kidding. We aren't going to do anything like that. We are not going to play with this one. This one's going to be left as it sits. I think it's perfect. I do. I've said that time and time again, but I think this thing's perfect. The gentleman before picked out the perfect wheel. We're just very fortunate to have found this one. It has the factory grill guard, taillight guards. It's just so cool. So cool. This thing is like a time capsule in the Land Rover world. It's like heading back 22 years. It drives brand new. Not a shake, not a rattle, hardly any noise on the inside. Steering's tight, and it smells new. 50 miles an hour down the road, a little more than. And don't try this at home, but hand off the wheel, straight as an arrow, no shake. Solid. I mean, I can't really comment on how a brand new one drove because I was like not of driving age at the time. I didn't have a license when this was new. So this is what I imagine a brand new Discovery would have drove like. And I just can't get over how quirky, neat Land Rovers of this era are. I love the manual climate control. Everything in this era was going digital. Land Rover was a little bit behind the time. I love that we have a cruise control button way down there, because that makes sense. Steering wheel here, cruise control activation down there, and then the controls right there. Why not? Whatever. Along with that, we have radio controls right here. Not on the steering wheel, but on the instrument cluster. and it is within touching distance of the radio itself. So not quite sure why, if I was going to take my hand off the wheel, I would reach behind the wheel and do that instead of just going over here and doing it on the radio. But better yet, we have volume control over here in case you wanted to take your left hand off the wheel and do that. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Or I could just, I could touch the radio. Along with that, we have a very cool instrument cluster light dimming switch. I actually like that little simple roller knob, kind of flush mounted in to the dashboard. And there's our rear defroster. Most people put the rear defroster over with the rest of your HVAC controls. Land Rover, nah, up here. That's where you need it. Everything is in perfect condition. Little Land Rover logo so you know what you're in. But yeah, this thing's just sweet. And if you have never been in a Discovery, this is one of my favorite features. Some people don't like it. I like it. It's just unlike anything else. You sit almost outside the vehicle. It's kind of a weird feeling at first, but you are right up against the door with a thin door panel. I assume at some point in time, hit the right switch. This was so you could spot yourself off-roading. That's at least what I'm gonna go with. It was so you could spot your wheels better, because look, I'll put this right in front of my face. I can reach my head right out and see without much issue. Lots of visibility. Window switches and heated seat switches are just in a cool location, and I think they're backwards to me. I would flip these. I think this should be the front, but that's the rear window. This is the front window. Just seems opposite of what would be natural. But I digress. That's kind of a Land Rover thing. We do things opposite. You don't get a Land Rover to be like everyone else. It is the bee's knees. There is nothing that is knackered on this. Nothing that's cattywampus. There's nothing chooched. It's just perfect. So with that being said, maybe we'll see this a couple times, but this one's just gonna be something we can enjoy. Not gonna beat on it. We're not gonna test its capabilities. We're not gonna destroy it. We're not gonna scratch it. We're not gonna dent it. We're gonna be good caretakers. Custodians. We're gonna be good custodians to this guy, and to be able to preserve a little bit of the Land Rover Discovery history with this one. Makes it feel good to be able to do that. You know we like our Land Rovers, but that brings us to that little challenge I mentioned at the beginning of the video. What I want you to do, for those of you who are subscribed, so if you are not subscribed yet, now would be a good time to go down and click that button. It is a requirement for this. So those of you who are subscribed, I want you to go, and this is going to be USA listings, but rest of the world, you can still search in the US for me. I want you to find me a lower mileage Discovery 1 or Discovery 2. So 96 to 2004 Land Rover Discovery for sale in the US, listed online, something you can send me the link to the listing with less miles. So I'll go back in there. We're gonna walk right around, and it's gonna be off the current mileage on this one right now. And what is it? It is 28,656 miles. So 28,656 on the miles. Find me one that is lower mileage for sale. Price doesn't matter. Maybe we'll buy it if it's a good deal, but price doesn't matter. Find me a lower mileage one for sale, and we'll leave this open for, I don't know, indefinite period of time. But the first person that either emails me, I'll put the link down below, or comments on this video, first one will get a $50 bill mailed directly to them. And I'll mail it anywhere in the world. So, easy way to get yourself $50. Requires no real legwork. I mean, physical legwork. It requires internet legwork, mental legwork. But find me one listed for sale in the US and be the first one, and I'll mail you 50 bucks. I just want to see if we can find a lower mile one out there. Someone can dig one up. At the time of us buying this, this was the lowest mile one for sale. Could have changed. I haven't specifically looked since, so be that as you may. Could be an easy $50 for you. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you love this Land Rover as much as we do. Throw us a comment down below with what your ultimate Land Rover is. This is one of ours. Last year, Discovery 1, 5-seater, no sunroof. Just such a cool car. But anyways, you find this entertaining, give us a thumbs up. It helps with YouTube. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. We'll have some more Land Rover stuff and another Land Rover Series 2A video coming up soon, along with the cheapest LR3 in the country. We're going to pick that up here shortly. Should be a trip, obviously. We're going to try and drive it home. So stay tuned for that. As always, have a good night. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next one. Man, it's like a freaking highway today. Another one. I live in the sticks. Where are all these people going? I can't even catch a break. There's like 10 people who live on this road. I don't know what's going on. I think everyone left in one shot. Hey, look. A customer brought their Land Rover in for service. Another cool one. I think that's got like 70-some thousand miles. And old man email lift. They're just everywhere around here.